Thank you for allowing me to spend a few minutes with you today at this bSMART Alliance event. My name is Deke Smith, and I'm the Executive Director of bSMART Alliance and a member of the bSMART International Executive Committee. bSMART Alliance is a North American chapter of bSMART International. It is a council of the National Institute of Building Sciences. bSMART International is a coalition of nearly 50 countries around the world seeking interoperability between software using open BIM standards. bSMART International supports our efforts. It's a neutral, international, and unique organization supporting open BIM through the life cycle. We have regional chapters in Europe, North America, Australia, Asia, and Middle East. What we do, we develop and maintain international standards for open BIM. Through bSMART processes, also known as Model View Definitions, or MVD, bSMART Dictionary, also known as International Framework Dictionary, or IFD, and bSMART Data Model, Industry Foundation Classes, also known as IFCs, or ISO 16739. First, let me give you a little background about the Institute. We were established by Congress in 1974 and were federally funded for the first 3 years. Then we became a nonprofit 501c3 organization. However, something unique about our organization is that we still have 6 of the Institute's board of directors are appointed by the President and approved by the Senate. Our role is to build bridges between the private and public sectors in the facilities industry. A rather unique role is that we must represent all facets of the industry. We do also have a report that goes annually to the President of the United States. Probably we were best known for the WBDG, the Whole Building Design Guide, with now over 5 million unique document downloads a month. We're also the home of the National CAD Standard, and now starting the National BIM Standard. Your support helps deliver no-cost open BIM standards, education, and information to the entire facilities industry using print, web, presentations, and portals. Although, as everyone knows, nothing is free. Our goal is to pre-fund our efforts in order to make implementation easier and hopefully faster. However, this is where you come in. Your support of the Institute allows us to produce these services. We need some serious resources either through sponsorships or through funding of specific projects in order to make this vision a reality. Some view BIM as CAD on steroids, but nothing could be further from the truth. CAD dealt with one discipline, design, and one business process, drafting. It did not really cause us to change our business processes. BIM, on the other hand, involves all disciplines throughout a facility's life cycle and requires that we change business processes in order to fully accomplish our primary goal of entering data one time and then reusing it and building an electronic model and then building from that model. The model ends up being more valuable than the building itself. But we have some serious misunderstandings to overcome before we can achieve harmonization throughout the industry. In our traditional way of doing business, we work in vertical silos, and there's a lot of information lost as we hand off information from one phase to the next. Even today, different disciplines use different terminology, and those disciplines think they are solving issues only related to their part of the industry. We need for information to travel horizontally through the industry. In order for that to happen, we need to recognize that building information model can be the common repository or the foundation for the information from any one of these efforts, whether it be VDC, lifecycle, costing, or green. Please join the Alliance to help break down these walls by creating standard language for communication. bSMART has long had this logo. We have now put names on each of the interlocking squares, names that are not necessarily the traditional lifecycle phases, but represent the entire industry just the same. We can identify successes in nearly every quadrant today, but we are not linking them together. That is our challenge, to create an information flow from inception onward to include the occupants. The National BIM Standard is at the heart of building a strong foundation for us to communicate as an industry. This definition has been only around for a couple of years, but has quickly become the most commonly used definition for BIM. It goes on to identify that all stakeholders are involved, and it supports open standards to accomplish interoperability. I asked you to become involved in the National BIM Standard, or NBIMS, and first consensus process, which is now underway. It's easy to get involved. Visit our website under Getting Involved and join the Institute, the Alliance, and the NBIMS Project Committee. Annually in the United States, we spend about $1.288 trillion on design and construction. This diagram, which was created in 2004 by Construction Industry Institute and Lean Construction Institute, identifies the delta in non-value-added effort or waste between manufacturing and the construction industry as being 31%. If you take that 31% and multiply it by the annual design and construction costs in the United States, you find that we waste approximately $400 billion annually. That is money that could go far better towards things such as redoing our infrastructure or supporting first responders entering a facility. Yet we have invested only $1 million so far in the Alliance. While we reached the tipping point for BIM in 2010, we still have a very long ways to go to reduce the total amount of waste. So how much will all this cost? While we fine-tune these numbers over the next few months, we are estimating that it will cost in the neighborhood of $25 million to put a good base of model views or business processes in place. This is a one-time cost, although updates will certainly occur afterwards. To develop the central support to coordinate and develop the standards, we estimated it will require about $5 million annually for the next several years. Yes, $5 million is a lot of money. But when you consider that the savings from just one BIM project often exceeds that amount, it is not such a large number. At USC College of Cinematic Arts, in the second phase of the project, they came in at $6.4 million under budget and also delivered the project 4 months early. So today we're asking you to do several things. First, join the Alliance. If you are able, consider a sponsorship of the Alliance or of a specific project. If you want to be a part of the National BIM Standard effort, then please sign up for the project committee. Also, stay informed by signing up for the Journal of Building Information Modeling. It's free. For additional information, please read my book, as well as Chuck Eastman's. Another huge source of information is the Whole Building Design Guide. I appreciate being a part of this event today, and I look forward to the benefits that together we will bring to the world using Open BIM. Thank you very much.